Okay, so this is part 3 of Kitchen at the Compound. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a second.
AKA cooking with the Fletchers.
AKA cooking with the Fletchers. So here we are trying to continue this video. I'm not sure if this camera is as good on this side, filming this way as the other side, but we're gonna try this a little different way. We probably blabbered too much on the other videos. So we are going to try to keep this a little shorter, maybe edited some, but this is part 3 of the venison tenderloin cook, and we're working on sides, and we're going to show you what we got going here for sides. Here we have, let's see if you can see that.
Hello.
There's some broccoli.
Vanna White.
There's broccoli.
Chopped broccoli.
And that's going to be roasted with some Parmesan cheese, and she's going to show you how she seasons it. And we also have some zucchini wedges that we're going to put on the grill with the tenderloin.
So let me give you a little tip about these. So with our grocery pickup today, we didn't get any choice on, zucchini. It's just like whatever Joe Blow that was picking it out picked it out. And I don't know if it was him or just what, but they're oversized zucchini. They're way too big. So I cut them in half before I cut them in wedges so that they would be more similarly sized, so they would cook more evenly. But they'd be better and more tender and juicy, and just better if they were like cucumbers. Who wants a cucumber this big? Get the little small ones.
And so for putting them on the grill, how are you going to season them?
Yes. Excuse me. Put it on the grill. Simple. Just a little canola oil. Lots of pepper. What was that, 10, 15 rounds of pepper?
Something like that.
Salt, I didn't get the salt.
Finely ground.
Salt.
And a few grinds of salt.
That was like half a dozen. You can use your little God-given fingers right here. As Anna Garten says, these are the best tools. So I'm just going real simple with the zucchini tonight because of the other things that we have.
Sure.
It's a lot more flavorful.
And how are we doing the broccoli?
We don't want to overkill ourselves on that. So this goes in your department for grilling.
Okay.
Let me get this out of the way. Broccoli, similar, except for this, I really want some good flavor on it, so I'm going to use some butter flavor spray.
But before you sprayed it with butter, you were chopping broccoli.
Chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. I can't even talk. Chopping broccoli. Is that a song?
It's something from Saturday Night Live many years ago.
Okay, I never watched Saturday Night Live because I can't stay up that late.
We know that. We all know you can't stay up that late.
9:15, I can tell you 9:15 without looking at the clock. So anyway, just a little butter flavor spray. And let me put my glasses on to see. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of oil in there. I want it to get really nice and brown, which the oil will help it do. But I really wanted the butter flavor because butter makes everything better, right? Okay. So.
It does.
So I'm just going to do pepper on this. Just make sure it gets a good little coating of pepper.
And this is just serving for 2 right here anyway.
Yes, this is just one of those little small heads because we only, that's enough for both of us. Oh, 400 degrees convection. So if you're going to do a regular oven, 4 1/4. That's the rule. Convection is always 25 degrees less than a regular oven. Let's see, what am I going to do from here? Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a smidge of salt. Because we're going to put Parmesan on these, so that's got lots and lots of salt on it, so I don't want to overwhelm it with salt. And we can always adjust that later on. You can add salt in, but you can't take it out. Unless you're making soup, and then if you get soup too salty, throw a chunk of potato in and it'll help remove the excess salt. So this is all I'm going to do with that. I don't put the Parmesan in until it's partially done because I want the broccoli to get good and nice and brown and crispy and crunchy and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want the Parmesan to get black because that's not good to eat.
So the last side is going to be our version of the tomato cucumber salad that you normally get from tzatziki's, right? Everybody like tzatziki's? I love tzatziki's.
Oh, Greek food is my favorite. I'm going to tell you what, I could eat tzatziki's every single day of the week.
Michelle, that's what I was going to say. You could eat tzatziki's every day of the week.
I mean, there ain't nothing better than Greek food.
What's in my pocket?
I don't know what's in your pocket.
Oh, 22 shells. I was shooting 22 the other day.
He's been out shooting. And you were shooting something this afternoon really, really loud.
Part of what we do at the compound.
He's got to stay in practice. Okay, so tomato cucumber salad, it sounds really, really simple. But it's also got onions in it. And here's the key. The key to making this, and actually I found this recipe on Pinterest. I've made it multiple times. But the key to get this stuff right is this lovely mixture right here, marinated onions. I actually did these yesterday. And the recipe is a cup of white wine vinegar, a cup of water, a tablespoon of...
Ooh, can smell that vinegar.
I know, that's what makes it good. A cup of white wine vinegar, a cup of water, what did I say? A tablespoon of regular sugar. You could use Splenda if you wanted to, but it's just, for this is gonna serve like, 10 people, so, well, maybe not 10, but.
I was gonna say 10 people.
We won't eat all these in one night, no.
Okay.
But anyway, and a little bit of salt, but here's the secret ingredient too. Cavender's Greek seasoning, get a good look at that.
You can find it at your Mega Mart.
You can. This stuff is delicious. Heck, if we weren't having this, I would put this on the broccoli. It's just wonderful stuff. Now, if you don't like Greek, too bad. So this has been, and this was half a...
The Mediterranean diet's very healthy.
Yes, it is. It's very healthy diet. So, I got all this together, put it in the fridge yesterday morning. It's been sitting for, oh gosh, over 24 hours now, more like 36. Sous chef, I need another bowl.
A shoe chef? Another shoe chef. A shoe chef?
Yeah,
for another bowl.
A bowl with a lid that we can save.
A bowl with a lid that we can save. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's look for a bowl with a lid that we can save. How about this one?
Not the one with the yellow lid. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, how about this one?
Perfecto. All right.
There's your bowl.
So what I'm going to do...
Close the cabinet. Maybe you can still see her while I close the cabinet.
What I'm going to do actually is take out... This is a little bit different than what we were showing before. So take out however much onion that you want. Again, I'm just making this for two, so we'll have cucumber tomato salad for multiple nights this week. I buy the little mini cucumbers. Again, I'll refer you back to my prior conversation.
They're more tender.
Yes, they're more tender. They're just better.
And you peel it.
Yes, I'm gonna peel this down quickly. Doesn't have to be perfect. Garbage bowl.
That's the Rachel Ray thing. Garbage bowl.
Yes, the Rachel Ray. Cut it in half to make it easy. Cut it in half and...
So you're doing half rounds, not quarters.
No, they're, well, are they half
Yeah, they're
rounds?
half rounds.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want. I thought I meant to do it in half, but, in quarters, but this is fine. This is the way I usually do salads anyway, of course, when I make cucumbers.
Her knife skills are better than mine.
But it's not years of misplaced use like Jeff says about his golf game. This is just, I watch Great Chefs of the West or whatever that program is called. Lots of PBS. Grape tomatoes.
Oh, you got escapee.
Escapee.
Don't let it go.
So, when you're saucing something really soft like this, I don't have a serrated blade right here. Serrated blade would just slice through this. If I try to slice it, it's just gonna smush it down. So just poke it a little bit in the top, pokey, and slice it in half. So we're gonna get through these really, really quickly here. And I know I'm not giving you any proportions. If you want true proportions, hey, go find it. Copycat tzatziki recipe on Pinterest.
The proportions are however much you want to eat that night. Those are the proportions.
Yeah, we'll probably have some leftovers because I'm actually making this pretty good size.
Yes.
But I love it, so I might eat twice as much of this and eat half as much of the zucchini. Huh? Are you
So-
making fun of me?
No, I would never do that. I don't make fun of
You
you.
would never do that.
No.
Okay, so next
Is the dressing.
is the
It's got to have some
dressing.
kind of dressing on it, which is the
So-
liquid from the onions.
Right. And there's some sort of proportion for dealing with this. But I don't remember what it is right off. So
That
I'm
looks
just
like
gonna-
about 4 tablespoons.
So I'm just gonna make it work. A little oil, because the vinaigrette always has oil. Oil or oil. How do you pronounce it?
All.
All?
Some all.
Some all?
Yeah. Put some all on it.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And
Okay.
we're just going to let that marinade while we cook the tenderloin.
But we're
and
not
it'll be
finished
ready.
yet. I'm gonna actually,
Still has some seasoning to go.
well, when you do this, you don't get all the good Greek seasoning settles to the bottom.
So you have to add a little to the
So
ball
I'm
you
gonna,
just made.
exactly. And then right before, well, I could go ahead and do it now too. Another thing that makes this
Ooh,
delicious.
Feta
Ooh,
cheese.
yep, feta cheese.
Who doesn't like feta cheese?
I love feta cheese. It's wonderful.
Especially if you're Mediterranean and you're going to be on the Mediterranean diet, you better like feta cheese.
So,
And Kalamata olives. Yeah, that goes with the Mediterranean
Yes.
diet too.
it
But they're
does.
not in this.
They're not in this because it's tomato cucumber salad. Now, you could, if it blows your dress up, put cauliflower olives in them. And I like to buy feta in the blocks instead of already chopped up. I think it's just a better value. So just sort of break it up a little bit. Now, the actual
Did you
recipe-
say blow your dress up?
Yes.
Okay.
You've never heard that? I've
Okay.
heard that all my life. If it blows your dress up, that means it's exciting and fun. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
You know, like Marilyn Monroe, I don't know where it came from. I just one of those sayings my mama said all right. Now the real tzatziki's has tiny juliennes of fresh basil.
Yes, and I love that part of it.
We don't have fresh basil. I refer you back to earlier. We didn't have.
We're going to
fresh
have to grow
parsley.
some if we stay here, many more months.
I know we've got tons of basil and thyme and oregano growing outside, but we don't have
We don't have basil growing.
basil.
We
or
have
parsley.
rosemary and thyme
Oh, we don't have basil.
and oregano. That's all we have growing outside.
Yes, isn't that what I said?
Yeah, but I said basil.
Or
We
whatever.
used to have basil.
Oh yeah, basil gets like this big.
Yeah, it
Anyway,
grows
so
quickly.
we're just gonna let this hang out and chill, and then we'll eat it.
you
Whenever Grill Master gets done with
You
the
probably see our
tenderloin.
tenderloin over there. It's been marinating, and
I'm gonna wash my paws.
we will be grilling it up here in a minute. But it's all marinated, still all tied up. All the marinade is still in the bag. It really didn't come out when they had to double bag it. So anyway, as you can see. So we will pause for a moment and come back with the,
Finished product, plated.
well, no, with the grilling. We'll come
Oh,
back.
yes, the grill
we're gonna
master's
have to,
got to show his
we've got
grilling
to
skill.
include the grilling.